Hi YouTubers, it's Fortune Cookie 45 LC coming to you, and tonight we're going to talk about the Nova. And Nova, what a great name. Chevrolet named a car, one of their models, the Nova, years ago. And no, this is not the car. This is the Benelli Nova. And the Nova sounds very space age because we know the Nova comes from a term for a star that's bursting brighter than it normally is. And a lot of Benelli Nova owners think of the Nova as being very well named for this shotgun, 12 gauge. The Nova being a great name, I wonder why a lot more parents don't name their daughters Nova. When you think about it, Nova goes almost with anything. Think about it. You have Nova Jones, Nova Whitman, Nova Caesar, Nova Vita, Nova Krasansky, Nova Lee. It goes with almost anything. Nova Amazica. Beautiful name. And think about it. If that daughter becomes a sports hero, they'll be calling her Supernova. Anyway, this Benelli Nova is a great shotgun. Let's talk about it. It has a polymer stock, which is integral with the receiver. So the receiver and stock are one unit. Has a 3.5-inch chamber. This one's the field model, comes in a 28-inch ventilated rib barrel, takes removable chokes, and these chokes happen to be Beretta chokes. So if you have a Beretta shotgun, all those chokes will go for the Benelli, will work and fit perfectly in the Benelli. Very nice recoil pad. High-tech grip. Give you a look at that grip. Very good feel to that grip. Benelli has a rotating bolt that locks into the barrel. The slide is very smooth. It's a slide action pump shotgun. And one thing about the Benelli Nova is that the forend only has a little bit of play. Not like some other shotguns that have a lot of play in the forend. Five-round capacity in the tubular magazine. And it has a very nice feature. It has a magazine cutoff button right underneath here in the forend. So whenever a shooter wants, you press that button and then work the slide, and the round that's in the chamber will come out and the magazine will not feed the next round. It cuts off the magazine. That allows the shooter to hand feed anything that shooter desires into the ejection port and chamber it, so that you can change the load you're going to be about to fire at any time you want, very conveniently. You can load 2 rounds at a time on the carrier into the magazine. Now this is not the Supernova. The Supernova has a steel sleeve for a receiver with the polymer over it, whereas the Nova is all polymer. And the Supernova has an enlarged trigger guard with a angled trigger guard configuration, so you can tell a Supernova right away from a regular Nova. Now this shotgun's available for $400 base price, and it's a very nice shotgun. Performs well in the field, in the duck blinds, or on the trap range, the skeet range, the sporting clays range. I personally average 23 birds out of 25 on the trap range. Now that might sound good, but if you're going to compete, that won't win, because 23 out of 25 translates out to 92 out of 100. And when you're shooting a competition, 92 out of 100 won't get you anywhere. You've got to shoot 98, 99, or 100 to be competitive on today's trap range competitions. That being said, this is still a very good shotgun for recreational use, hunting, informal shooting at the trap, skeet, or sporting clays ranges. Lots of fun. Now we won't talk about the disassembly. Suffice to say that the cap has a little protrusion on the end there that will be used to take out the trigger group to begin the disassembly. There are certainly lots of good videos on the disassembly of the Nova, and I'd refer you to those, so we're not going to repeat that. Now the stock is straight, so it's equally good for left-hand or right-hand shooters. By that I mean there's no cant to the stock one way or another to allow a certain left-hander or right-hander to get into the gun easier. It has a regular field type stock with a drop at comb, so it's good for sporting clays. But if a shooter's careful to cheek the face on the same spot on the stock, it's very good for trap. This particular shotgun shoots its pattern at 35 yards right on the point of aim, so that doesn't shoot high, it doesn't shoot low, doesn't shoot left, doesn't shoot right. It just shoots right on the point of aim. And that's great for hunting. So YouTubers out there, if you're looking for a high-tech shotgun, this one's been around for a while. Something to consider. Bye for now.